Brothers and sisters, welcome to our today's program. Today we are the 16th of October 2018. Once again, welcome to NJO of today. My name is Odon Bulamba. I'm the one who is going to present to you this program in the next 15 minutes. So I will invite you to be with me, bear that with me, and you can share the 15 minutes together in order to share with you the news, the update of what has been taking place in the DRC for the last 24 hours. Straight away, let us go to our headlines. In Ituri, members of parliament warn about the existence of a rebellion in Jugu. In Uvira, in South Kivu, a journalist was kidnapped by armed men in the Ruzizi plain. We are going to talk a little bit about Kamako, where those who were expelled from Angola, Congolese were expelled from Angola, where they have been up to, wherever there is in the transit camp in Kamako. We are also going to talk a little bit about Beni, where Ebola epidemic continues to rage. And finally, we are going to talk about the elections, where the civil society organizations fear the worst in the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. So at the end of this program, I will just comment a little bit about the fear of the civil society of the DRC. So let's go straight to our details. During a press conference held in Bunia on Sunday, the 14th of October 2018, members of Parliament of Ituri affirmed that a rebellion is organized in the territory of Jugu. This statement was made at the end of their official mission about a week in Ituri. These MPs affirmed that they will disclose the gathered information to the President of the National Assembly, who has mandated them. They have also confirmed the presence of the rebels in Ituri. They have amassed or collected proofs about the rebellious movement itself, the rebellious movement leader, its goals, and also its headquarters in Jugu. According to Jules Ngongo, who is a Congolese army officer, this rebellion is led by people from Songa. They attacked the army, they attacked the police, even the agent of the National Security Agency, he said. Straight away, we are going to Uvira, where on Monday, October the 15th, a journalist from Lemera Community Radio was abducted by unidentified gunmen. For those who don't know, Lemera is located in the territory of Uvira in South Kivu. 4 men visited the home of the journalist by the name Ngiriho Kasome Seba in Kazunguzibwa village in Lemera, Uvira. The bandit kidnapped him with his 16-year-old son. Both were taken in forests. The next morning, they have released the child but kept the father. A ransom of $1,200 is required to free him. Another person was kidnapped on Saturday in the city of Sange, and this one still is missing. Sange also is in the territory of Uvira. Several people have been abducted in the localities of the plain of Ruzizi by unidentified armed men. The release of hostages is conditioned by payment of exorbitant ransoms. We are going to Kamako, where several Congolese who were expelled from Angola have been stationed. Then a transit camp in Kamako, where they are crossing a tough life. Actually, we have got more than 200,000 Congolese who have been expelled from Angola. They live in that area without the necessary means. Lack of food, lack of clean water. Although UNHCR has been trying so hard to assist them, but their numbers increases every single day. As you may know, some of them were killed, beaten up by the police force in Angola, being betrayed by their neighbors. Some of them were shot to death. Some of them, again, were shot in arms, legs, and some images I couldn't even show them because they are horrible to look at. However, wherever they are living now, they need help, they need support, they need your help, they need my help, they need our support. And this support can be just $1, $2, €1 if you have one, or maybe a Congolese franc, or something that you can give to them in order to help them to establish or to reestablish their lives. Some of them, at this point, they are not even able to move from Kamako to reach their respective villages. Therefore, they have been shouting for help, and we are called to assist them. As they have been living for several months or years in Angola, some of those gentlemen were engaged and they marry Angolan women. So the Angolan wives, they crossed the border to come and join their husband in Kamako. We are going now to Beni. We are going to Beni, where the Ebola epidemic continues to rage. The Congolese authorities speak of a second wave because after the brief lull of new confirmed cases have been announced in Beni, it has been seen that since the beginning of the epidemic, there have been 211 cases, including 131 deaths. And finally, the International Federation of Human Rights Leagues, FRIH, and its member organizations fear the horrendous fate that could spring up in the DRC in the event of elections being held in darkening. We are 68 days away from the elections. The rejection by the Congolese government of the logistic and technical support of the international community is a serious situation vis-à-vis the challenges facing by the Ceni. The international organization criticizes the ostracism, which means a banishment of politicians, candidates like Moses Katumbi and others, which could lead to the refusal of result from voters. The foundation undermines the lack of transparency and confidence in the voting system imposed by Ceni, including the voting machine, which has no legal basis, the delays that continues to accumulate, and so on. In a nutshell, Kabila government has no plan to give its free hand or to authorize the holding of a free, inclusive, and credible election where the Congolese electors could express their choice without fear of reprisal. So this is the end of our news today, and I would like just to do a quick comment on the last point. I think that this foundation is right by alarming the bell or by alarming the situation. Because if we look back, we can see that the situation of the Congo has been critical since the early 60s, since its independence even, I should say. Before even its independence. And actually, people have been hoping that elections could bring a change. Unfortunately, that change is not seen at any level. Now we have the regime. Now we have got the government which is in place, and the government has no intention. I will say even this government is very ill-intentioned in wanting to organize elections that we could say, yeah, we had an election in the Congo. What I want to say that the election might be taken place, might be done, but the election won't be a true election. It will have the name of to be called an election, but it won't be an election because all is going to be tricked, and the whole process does not respond to the requirement of having a fair election. And where there is no fairness, then we can't talk about election. We'll talk about fraud or cheating. We have seen the voting machine that people have been rejecting is there. We have seen the number of those without a fingerprint, which has been talked about, and many other things. But all of that can prove to the world that elections are not going possibly to take place in the Congo, because the government is not ready to fix, to repair, or to review what they have so far planned. And I strongly believe that the opposition now is about to go on the offensive. They are maybe ready to apply now the Article 64 of the Congolese Constitution. And also Moses Katumbi, who is a leader for the Assembly for the Change, mentioned on Sunday, we cannot leave the country in the hands of irresponsible people. And on top of that, one time also, the Cardinal of Catholic Church, Mosengo Pasinya, also said that those politicians of Congo, those of the government, are just like mediocres. They are people who don't have a sense of life. They don't care about life. They are people below the average, failures. They are full of derisory events. And someone also may call them that they are full because they are naughty and hypocritical people who feign honesty. They feign honesty. They hide their real feelings and feign opinion and virtues they do not have. They are not faithful to their commitment and their commitment to our homeland, and also not faithful to the truth. They betray the nation and deceive the Congolese people. And someone may call them criminals because they do what is contrary to social laws. We should remember, we Congolese, that Ceni is not neutral. It's like playing a game, going to a football match or basketball game where the referee is taking part, belongs to the other team. And whenever the other team scores, he will shout, he will scream of joy. And when the other team, maybe also the opposite team, will mark a goal, he won't accept it or allow it. So we have to remember that Ceni is not neutral. So if the referee is not neutral, how are we going to trust the result of those elections if those elections will be held? So I will stop there. I don't want to go deep or deeper in this reflection, but I will just remind you that on Saturday, on Saturday at 10 a.m. time of Kinshasa, we are going to have a debate or conversation or a reflection together. And then we are going to talk about friends, brothers and sisters or brethren who have been expelled from other countries. The Congolese who have been kicked out from neighbor countries or other countries around the world. What can we do about that issue? Why are we so hated? Why are we so attacked by all the means, by our neighbors, by our friends, by any other nations around the world. So it will be for you to comment on that today. You can call us on this number during that program, and you can add your comment. You can advise, you can share opinions, and that will help our people to know where we are up to. Thank you very much for your time. I will stop here for today by wishing you a very good afternoon, very good morning, very good evening, depending on where you are, and you are going to catch up again later. Thank you. May God bless the Congo. Our Congo will remain one, strong, united, with love, your actions and my actions. Once we put them together in love, faith, and prayer, then we'll become winners. Thank you very much and have a good one. Goodbye for now.